Hi everybody, it's your girl Mimi. Welcome back to my channel. So, for today's video, I thought I'd just do a little something simple because I have a lot of stuff I'm working on for you guys and I'm just waiting for them all to get in the mail. Trust me, I cannot wait for these videos. So stay tuned for that. But I thought I've been getting this question a lot on my social media, what my summer makeup routine is looking like, because my routine is looking a lot different than what I normally do because I've toned it down a little bit. So everybody's been a bit surprised about that. So I've been getting a lot of questions about it. So I thought, why not make a video about the routine considering I've been getting so many questions on it. So let's just cut this intro short and get right into the video. All right, everybody, let's get with this. So we cannot believe my face is on camera right now, and I love how I chose to film when my skin started acting up, because literally for the past 3 weeks my skin was like beautiful and now it's just acting crazy. So anyway, the first step that I usually do is I am doing sunscreen now. This is something I just started doing because clearly I am acne prone. My skin's very sensitive around my face, so my face, if you can't tell, like here and like here and here, I burn quite easy. We don't need that in our lives, so I'm just going to take a little bit of my sunscreen real quick. This is good for summer anyway because we need to be protecting ourselves. And then after that, I'm going to let that sit and dry. All right, guys.
I'm back.
So next, I'm going to pick up my Hard Canding Perfecting Primer. I literally just picked this up because I needed a poreless kind of primer and I just used it because I haven't ordered my other one that I want to try yet. I'm just gonna put that all over my face, and let's not be as rough with our faces like we were with the sunscreen, like jeez. But anyway, and then after that, I am just going to pick up my beauty blender and then I'm gonna put on foundation. So now I'm going to pick up my foundation. I'm using the Fenty one today. Normally I use the Revolution Full Coverage foundation, but I ran out of that, so that kind of makes me sad. So I'm using this instead. And at this point, and if you've been watching me for, why did I pick a white bandit? We're good.
I swear we're good. I swear we're good. We're gonna get through this.
I'm just gonna move this back so I don't get foundation all over it. And now I am just going to put my foundation on like I normally do. I usually just pat it on. When my skin was doing a lot better, I used to just do concealer and then powder foundation after that, but and then that would be my routine. But currently I'm needing a little foundation help. So I am just going to put on my foundation real quick, get it put on basically everywhere. I'm gonna need more pumps than I thought because my skin looks crazy. But yeah, I've just been doing my makeup a lot lighter than I normally do, which is an odd thing for me to say because if anybody knows me really well, you'll know that I love full coverage. I love extravagant makeup. I'm always the one with the super glam makeup. Like that's just what I do. But recently, I've been really into just keeping it simple for my makeup now. Like I don't do over dramatic eyeshadows for real right now. And I'm just like vibing with the more like natural kind of glowy look. So we love that. It's been fun. Will I go back to doing the hardcore stuff eventually? Probably. I mean, I'm a girl after my own heart, right? So like, I'm probably gonna get back to that. But for the summer, I just have been really enjoying the like glowy kind of like natural looking look. So let me just finish up my foundation, and the next step is obviously gonna be concealer. All right, now my foundation is evenly distributed. We're gonna go with it. I am going to now use the LA Girl Pro concealer. So I use the shade Suede for just like blemishes that I have, and then I use the shade Warm Honey for just like the highlighting portions of my face that I like to do. So I am just going to do that real quickly. For my concealer, I'm doing something I saw on TikTok. I get it, we're all on TikTok. If you haven't followed me on TikTok yet though, you should totally follow me because like kind of vibing over there, so you know, whatever. But so there is this trend going on where like you put it here and then you put it on like the outer edges, but you don't put it in your middle, and supposedly you're supposed to have enough concealer to where it will cover the whole under eye. Well, this summer I have discovered I have really bad under eyes, so we'll see if this trick is even going to work. I honestly doubt it, because knowing me, I will want more coverage, because especially under my eyes, I tend to lose product quickly under there. So I'm just gonna spread this out. This effect is supposed to give you like a natural, like pulled up effect, which I've kind of always wanted, because my family members, like my sister and my mom's eyes are very much like that, and I didn't get that. So I guess it works. I mean, I would have to do it more and more to really figure out if I'm really going to like continue this, but knowing myself, I'm very stuck to my way, so there is absolutely no way I'm probably gonna change it. Like, unless I get like compliments or something about something, that's the only way I'll probably do it again. But like, no. So just as I thought, it wasn't enough for me, so I'm just going to apply a little more. Literally the most foundation, like coverage of anything that will go on my face currently is my under eyes, because my under eyes, I'm not gonna lie, have been acting a little crazy this summer. My allergies are probably playing a part of it, a whole bunch of stuff. So I really take the time, because it's mostly like an insecurity for me. I spend a lot of the time on my under eyes to make sure that they are like perfect and look the way they need to look, because they are definitely my problem area right now. So now that that's done, it depends on the mood, but like if I know I'm going to be spending all day wearing makeup, I'll put banana powder or like a yellow powder underneath my eyes to set them. But if I'm going for a more natural look, which is what I usually tend to do, I'll just take my Fit Me in the shade 35 Deep in the powder, and I usually just take that and I just set my whole face with it, because at the end of the day, it's gonna have more of a natural look than a super highlighted look. And since I'm going for more natural vibes this summer, that's usually what I tend to go for. So I'm just gonna set my face and my neck, and honestly, the white headband was really a bad choice. It was literally the only one I could find though, so like, don't come for me, okay? Thank you. I'm just saying, I now realize it was a bad choice, but whatever, I'll just wash it. So I'm just gonna continue to do that all over my face. And then once I feel like it's properly set, because I get really oily and I sweat quite frequently during the summer, so I try and just make sure I set my face, so then that way it doesn't move around and it doesn't fall off. Now, what I'm going to do, normally with my other foundation that I use, I don't need to put a setting powder, like a setting spray in between, because my other foundation really gives me a dewy look, and I'm vibing with the dewy look right now. So I'm just gonna take my Power Up Dual Face Setting Mist. It's just a green container, and I'm just gonna shake it and spray a couple squirts on my face, just to help with the whole dewy, like natural finish that I'm kind of looking for, because this is definitely a matte powder, so it's not really gonna do me any favors in the whole looking dewy portion. So while I let that dry, I usually go for the eyebrows, and as I've always said before, eyebrows are so important. Like if my eyebrows are not good, I will redo the whole thing. I don't care how far I've come along, like I will redo the whole thing. Eyebrows are everything. So I'm just gonna pick up my spoolie real quick and brush them out. Yes, they're looking a little thin. Well, we may or may not have overdone it on her eyebrows. I'm definitely talking about myself. I definitely overdid it, but let's just not talk about it. So I'm just gonna take a dark brown pencil, because surprisingly for me, this summer, I decided to keep my hair dark, which is odd because I typically go for like lighter colors in the summer. I'd love to go blonde in the summer. It's my favorite thing to do. But this summer, I thought I'd change it up, keep my hair dark, so my eyebrows stay dark too. So I'm gonna take this dark brown pencil, do a quick outline of my eyebrows how I normally like to draw them, and then I'm gonna take a black and just do the outer edges because I'm the type of person that likes more of an ombre type of eyebrow, so I'm just gonna do that real quickly. Okay, well, eyebrows are on. That took me a lot longer than I thought it would, but considering how botched they were, also makes sense. So now the eyes are going to be so incredibly simple, I'm not even joking. So all I'm going to do is I am going to pick up my Juvia's Place palette, the Nubian 3 Coral, and I'm just gonna pick up a medium-sized blending brush, and I'm gonna pick up the dark brown shade, just something to make my crease stand out so it's not so flat, kind of like just contour it a little bit. I'm going to just do a quick pass through on both eyes, just try and get that color deposited. And then after that, I am going to pick up the shade up here, this little pinky shade right here. Normally, I'm literally going to make a disclaimer because I personally changed it for my own good too. I recently acquired this palette before the whole fiasco with him began, and my favorite color I actually like using for the summer is this color called Sweetener. It's like a beautiful, like highlighty type shade that's got like gold specks but still pink. Very natural looking. It's the one I like to use all the time. But after everything that went down, I thought, well, I need to find some sort of dupe in my own collection. And that's when I started using either this one down here or this one up here. It depends on my mood. Gives kind of the same effects as it, not as pigmented, but I'm down with it because I would rather use a brand that actually has good values and is not out here just doing all this crazy stuff just to get money. Like, but let's just not, because I'm not a drama channel. So I am thinking I want to pick the more orangey shade up this time. I'm feeling that today, so I'm just gonna pick that up on a packer brush and just swoop that over my eye, just like very simply. Like the other shade that I usually use is more warm than this. This is definitely more icy, but I am down with it because at the end of the day, it is still a really pretty color. So I just kind of like sweep it on there because after all, this is a very like basic look. And then I'll just pick up my blending brush and I will blend everything together so it looks more seamless and more muted, because I'm definitely looking for a more muted effect whenever I use this color, because after all, I want to be glowy more than anything else. It depends on my mood. Sometimes I will just leave it like that and move on to like lashes and stuff like that, or I will pick up a darker color. I usually go for the one in Nomad, and just to like define it a little bit if I want some more depth in my look. Not really feeling that today. Definitely want to go the more glowy route, so I'm just gonna keep it right there. So next, for every day, I don't like to use my normal lashes that normal, like everyday people like always are using. I go for the magnetic ones just because they are quicker to put on, they are more seamless, whatever, and I can do it in literally like 3 minutes, both eyes. If I know I'm going to be out for longer than like 6 or 8 hours, I'll definitely just put on a regular lash. But for my natural kind of makeup, I've been using a lot of my magnetic eyeliners and stuff, mostly because I'm not wearing makeup as often as I normally would because this summer is just way too hot. We obviously know why. So I've just been looking for makeup that's just quick to put on, easy to take off, stuff like that. It depends on the day. I like to just go for a simple, basic line on my lash line. So I'm gonna do that. Some days, if I'm feeling a little extra, I will do a winged liner, but that's if I have more time. For the most part though, I'll just do like a basic line just so I can get the magnetic lash on, and then I'll just go with that. And something I am learning about these magnetic lashes is you need to put layer after layer if you really want the magnetic part of it to work. because I realized when you have only like one layer on, they stick, but they don't stick as well. It's always nice to let it dry or get tacky a little bit, and then put on a couple more coats over that. So then that way you can ensure that the magnetic lash is not going to move. Okay, now that the lashes are, well, the eyeliner is dry, I'm just gonna pick one of these lashes. I typically like these right here. These are my favorites, so I'm just gonna grab those real quick because, well, actually I've been using those way too much, so maybe let's switch it up. I'm just gonna pick up these right here and I'm just going to plop those on my eyes real quick. Literally, you can do any type of lash you want. I've just been reaching more for like my wispy lashes just because it looks more fluttery, it looks more summery in my opinion. So I am just going to, just like that, I'm done. Next, these are quite big, but I actually like these. I forgot how cute these were. So normally I have tweezers. I also lost those too, so that's fun. Okay, so we completed lashes and obviously we look like a completely different person and we love that for us. So now that that's done, I am just gonna quickly pick up my Kylie bronzer in the shade Tan and Gorgeous and just do a quick contour. I don't really do anything super heavy in the summer. Like if I want to darken it up, I will, but for the most part, I usually just use this. And I just do a slight contour. I don't want anything too heavy. I just want to bring color back to my face because after all, this is more glowy than anything else. And then I'll just do that. I will do a quick thing of blush. I use this one all the time, the LMR Cosmetics. I'm using the color Isla instead. I usually always go for Toasted, but since it's summer, you know, thought brighten it up a little bit. So I usually just do a quick swipe of that on my cheek, something soft. And then after that, I pick up my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Sugar Kit and I will pick up my fan brush. And I usually go for butterscotch because I think that looks the best on my skin. So I just use that real quickly, put some highlight on. When it comes to like my natural makeup, I like to go for more natural highlight instead of overpowering, and so that's why I picked this one as kind of like my everyday instead of like my Juvia's Place stuff or anything like that, because they're super pigmented and like they really just like woo in your face, and this is definitely something more on like the natural side for me, so that's what I just do. And then after that, I will do a quick little tiny coat of mascara just to make sure everything blends and whatnot. Usually they do. I don't have any difficulty with it, so that's always nice. And then after that, I simply just spray my face and then I am done with my makeup. So let's do the glam shots and then I will see you guys in the outro. And that is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If your little subscribe button is red down there, you probably should click it so that it's not, because then you can say subscribe to my channel and be ready whenever more videos come out. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications too so you know exactly when I post. And comment down below and tell me what you guys think. Let me know what other ideas you want me to do and just let me know what you thought of the video. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and supporting me. See you guys next time. Bye.